Hey everybody, what's going on? Today I have got a bunch of updates for you. I filmed a bunch of separate little videos all at separate times. YouTube is refusing to upload one of them, and I realized how stupid it was, so I'm just going to roll a whole bunch of stuff here into one. This is basically the updates from National Ceiling Fan Day, because obviously I did go to a lighting showroom. I mentioned that in the NCFD tour. And then I've got just a few other updates. So, I guess I'll start up by saying I counted my catalogs again. Ever since I don't know, I want to say ever since I started storing catalogs in the basement, I haven't really counted them for a while, so it's probably been 4 or 5 months, maybe even longer, I don't know. But I did go and count them today, and I have a total of 802. I got a comment just about how big my collection was, and that made me sort of wonder how many I actually had again, because I always do try to keep an accurate number of that in case people ask me. So that is the first update. I counted everything here, counted these binders, counted these things here. Well, and by binders, I mean the stuff in the binders, not the actual binders. The binders aren't catalogs, but these things are. And I did not count these because they're manuals. And then, of course, the duplicate lighting and magazines downstairs, those I also did count. So that is about what is going on with the catalogs. Up next, I think I'm going to go ahead and talk about just all of the other updates and things. So I think I mentioned in the video I was going to be bringing the Roma and the Georgian over to the fan store to get looked at. The Roma's perfectly fine. I guess it's normal for them to generate heat. I didn't realize fan motors generated as much heat as I was told. Yeah, it's fine. It works, so that makes me happy. It's still not going to go in my room. I was sort of pondering that for a minute, but yeah, it's too loud, so that's not going to be happening. Now, the Georgian, you might have seen it. It was in my room just on the floor. Because that fan was looked at, there was nothing noticeably wrong with it. So, it's just not going to go up. It's broken, I think. Someday I might, when I have more time on my hands, I'm not focused on filming a bunch of demos, maybe I'll take a closer look at it and try getting a new capacitor and pull chain, and then at that point I'll just find something else to do with it. I may make like a Casablanca difference to spray, because I like that idea that Vintage Fans and More showed in one of his shop blogs, so I may go and do that, I don't know. And so that's about the update with the two things that I brought there. And I didn't come home with anything. However, there were a few things I noticed there. There was a Craftmade CXL and an Emerson Northwind 29 and a couple other fans I was sort of thinking about buying. And then in the end, I started really thinking about how the fact that the Georgian is obviously broken and how now this spot doesn't have a fan, because obviously the designer came down. And I'm ready to retire that fan, because my one problem with it is there's just too much white. I don't like having the two whites next to each other. And this Northwind, I believe, is in a bronze finish. Well, that's what the box said anyways. And I decided that's the fan I wanted to buy. And I got a bunch of money for my birthday, because my birthday is really close to National Ceiling Fan Day. So I'm gonna be buying that little 29-inch Northwind in bronze and putting it here. It's still got the old Emerson box design, so this isn't a Kathy Ireland home. This is a genuine Emerson product. So I'm gonna be buying that, and it'll go up here next weekend. And I'm honestly quite excited. I'm really excited to get this fan, because it should be really fun. I hear these are really great fans, and it's going to be very small. It's going to be perfect for that spot. It's not going to hang down. It's overall just perfect, so I'm really excited to get that. And I guess I'll just talk about a few other updates. I'm taking this original apart because the time has come to where I need to look at it, and I remember hearing people say that you should maybe clean these before you add oil and stuff like that. So I'm working on taking the bottom plate off. As you can see, it's kind of loose. One screw is stripped, and it came stripped. It wasn't unscrewable, so I'm going to be trying to take that screw out at some point so I can open that up and see. I don't know how much oil is spilled inside of there, because this fan was on its side when I picked it up, and there was definitely oil running, I can tell you that. So I'm going to be working on that. And then I need to try to get the grommets off these blades, because the people didn't bother to disassemble the fan when they painted it, so that's really going to suck. But I'm not going to have to repaint anything. I'm just going to have to get those grommets off, so Hopefully that won't be too much work. And I mean, I sort of did reorganize down here. It's a lot more neat and organized than it has been because I was finally able to put some stuff back into way. And I did walk home with a down rod for this fan. I was sort of talking about how I wanted to do that. So they had one at the store and I was able to get it for free. So this fan has a down rod and it is now installed. And I'm actually going to shut this dehumidifier off for a second because you might remember my short I made of this fan calling it cheap, and well, when I plugged it in, yeah, I realized how cheap it actually was. Let me just, oops, jeez. That's why I hate having this Medilli here. This fan may come down sometime because it's getting in my way every time I want to plug in the test rig. It gets really annoying. So here it is, visual aspects. This one is at like a 24-degree angle where the rest are at a 16. 16 is already pretty good for this fan. And here is why it's cheap. Listen to this. This thing is loud as heck. However, I feel a really good amount of air from it. This fan is really strong. The RPMage is also very, very slow. So I have a feeling the capacitor could be going bad because low speed is slower than what I've seen in other people's videos of these. So I have a feeling something's wrong with it. You can hear this fan from upstairs too. That's how ridiculously loud it is. I mean, I have no idea how, but you can. So yeah, it's up here. I like the look of it. It's a cool looking fan, and you can still feel a lot of air from it even on low. So it's not a total loss. I mean, it was free, so it's not really a loss. I can't put any bulbs in it because I still don't have any bulbs that fit this. For some reason, there's not a single light bulb in this house that will fit in there, so that's going to be a fun little task to try to look for. And I did want to try to get a glass shade for the Four Seasons, and the fan store didn't have any. I went to Menards, and the glass at Menards doesn't fit. Apparently, these are all 4 1/4-inch fitters that I've got here. This one and this. And I want to put this on that turn of the century so I can actually film it and not have it look like crap. But I need a new socket for this, and I need to find a shade that fits that. And it doesn't fit in there either, because apparently these are 4 1/4, and the glass shades do not fit in these fitters. So now I'm trying to find a glass shade that fits these darn fitters, because I'm basically screwed over. So I bought a shade from Menards. We're keeping the shade because it can be a replacement in case that thing gets bumped. And as you can see by how much stuff is stacked back there, it's very, very possible. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah, so I'm just sort of working on getting the final fans put up. I don't have too many more I need to do. I need to get this Whisper fan light kit back together, and I think I'm just going to put some Edison bulbs in it for the video, because I think that'll make it actually look really, really cool. The turbo just takes a lot of time to film, because the thing's literally got, like, 4 blade configurations, 3, 4, 5, and 6, so it's going to take a bit of time to do that. Didn't come with a crossbar, I found out, but Casablanca does fit it. And I don't want to leave this up for too long, because it is recalled, and I don't have any way to prevent it from further being bent out of whack and stuff. This one is warped blades, and I still need to use these clamps to flatten them and squish them together, but I've just constantly been forgetting. And this fan I already explained, but yeah, we're really getting down to the final few fans that I need to put up and test. Really, the Whisper fan and the Turn of the Century are the 2 I know don't work. The Turbo and the Premium there, I know they both work because I got them from a family member, and I don't think they would lie like that. And then the Auberge in there I've had installed before it came with the house, so I know that's fine. So there's just a couple other fans I need to test. I know this Saturn works. I guess I'm unsure whether... I have faith the Panama will work. I'm not too sure about this Industrial. I'm sure it's fine, but there's a few things I still need to test. It's just complicated. Sometime I think I'll temporarily pop this original up at some point just to quickly see if it works. But yeah, there are a few things I've got to do, but I think I'm going to end this video now. Like I said, I was going to have separate videos, but it wasn't uploading because YouTube has really been giving me crap, and it hasn't been uploading videos properly. Occasionally, a video of mine that you're seeing was actually planned to be posted a day before. Chances are that's what happened, because I've been having a lot of issues with it, and I have no idea why. But yeah, I am going to end this video here. The next video you guys should be seeing is just some more demonstrations. I've still got a lot of demonstrations to go through. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.